Coping Level 2. When stress heats up, or when stressors themselves become more complicated to manage easily, it may be time to step up your coping levels. You need to select a strategy that will help you get through the problem in a successful way. Typically, these higher level coping strategies at this level fall into two categories: emotion focused coping and problem focused coping. Emotion focused coping it has the goal of helping you feel better by doing something to get your mind off the stressor or replace the negative emotion with a stressor causing with positive ones. This doesn't stop the stressor, but helps you manage the emotions you have about it. Examples of emotion-focused coping strategies that can be helpful are socializing, exercise, counting your blessings or finding a silver lining in the situation, mindfulness, express the emotions to process through them, like giving it a good cry, laughter or humor, progressive muscle relaxation, also known as PMR, or meditation. PMR is 15 to 20 minutes of tensing and then relaxing the tension in muscle groups one at a time, usually from bottom to top. Some examples of emotion-focused coping strategies that are not helpful are avoidance, denial, and venting. Research shows no benefit for doing these, and often there's a serious downside to doing them. Next is problem-focused coping. Problem-focused coping has the goal of removing or neutralizing your life so it cannot cause you stress anymore. Using this strategy stops the cycle of stress. Some examples of problem-focused coping strategies that can be helpful are asking for advice when you don't know what to do, asking for physical help, like when you are moving or need help moving your belongings, separation, compromise, analyzing the situation, breaking your studying or reading down into chunks, developing a roommate agreement, planning or problem solving, deciding on how to tackle a problem such as taking another route if you know the road construction is blocking your path, set small realistic goals as opposed to ones that are impossible to achieve, preventing triggers from causing stress such as put on your headphones if noise is bothering you, financial management, change environment if the environment is stressful, challenging your thoughts, or stop the horrible or black and white thinking that indicate everything is horrible. Everything is not horrible, and there are gray areas. Some examples of problem-focused coping strategies that aren't ideal to try are physical and emotional confrontations, such as hurting or intimidating someone who is stressing you out to remove them from your life, or quitting, such as the case where your school or job is the stressor. When should you use each? Typically, the problem-focused strategies are best because they stop the stressor in its tracks, or neutralize it so it isn't bothering you anymore. Try this first if possible. The rule of thumb would be to try a problem-focused strategy if it's possible to analyze the situation and determine how to remove or neutralize the stressor without creating more problems for yourself. If this isn't possible, you may then want to try a healthy emotion-focused strategy to make yourself feel better until you can devise to remove the stressor. Emotion-focused strategies are only temporary fixes, though. The stress will come back and may be worse when it does. How will you know whether you're able to manage your stress or not? If you're coping successfully, you will have relief and resiliency, i.e., you will bounce back after stress and be ready for the next battle. If you aren't getting relief, if you aren't bouncing back, and or if your signs of stress are growing into what we might think of as symptoms of mental or physical, such as depression, disinterest in socializing, distraction due to worry, etc., it's probably time to look into some professional help with coping, i.e., Level 3.